Um, hopefully somebody has found their way here. Fingers crossed. It's kind of looking like no, and that may be my fault. Since I appear to have accidentally set up multiple streams because YouTube wasn't working right. Hopefully somebody has found their way here. Also, I forgot to mute the machine I used to monitor the stream. So yeah, this is off to a great start. Let me just get rid of the aborted attempts. So we just have this one. As soon as I find... There we go. YouTube makes it so hard to delete a video. But, okay. Pop into the chat and let me know if and when anybody's here. I'll give it a couple minutes. In the meantime, people of the future who are watching this, enjoy watching me eat, I guess. Or, I mean, I guess I could talk about something. Oh, there's some people in here now. Hi, Fruit Bat. Okay. Well, Fruit Bat's here. Now the party can get started. So, last time, we finished a frankly kind of obnoxious arc about protecting New Romulus from the Alachi. We had a big old space battle and defeated their fleet with some help from the Federation. And now I'm starting a new arc. I am actually moving off of the main plotline briefly to do an arc that used to be part of the main plotline, and then got moved to Endgame for some reason, even though plot-wise, it's pretty early game. Around where we are now, or slightly before. So let's hop in and get our mission assignment.
Something strange has been happening throughout the neutral zone. Go to the Beta Quadrant and meet with Captain Harvson.
Simple enough.
Was there something you needed?
So let's go find this guy. Eta Eridani. I don't know why it's not giving me that destination automatically, but that's okay. What? What? Eta Eridani. Meet with Captain Harvison in Eta Eridani. What? Hang on a second. Okay. We apparently want the Donadu system, even though that's not what the game said. That's an error. So how are you folks doing today? Fruit Bat and whoever else is in there. I really like how Quantum Slipstream looks. I mean, it's more or less the same effect as it was in Voyager, but it's a good effect. It really gives that impression of zoom. Mume, even.
Always be on the lookout. There are plenty of dangers out there in this galaxy.
Okay. So I guess it was just go somewhere near there.
There's something very strange happening in the Eta Eridani sector block. The last time I was at Drozana Station, there were blue lights flickering on and off. And I swear that I was seeing things.
I'm doing alright, Fruit Bat.
That's not the only thing. There's some odd ship movements by a Cardassian splinter group, and Etna Eridani is way out of the True Way's normal range. When I inquired internally, someone at headquarters put me in touch with Franklin Drake. He's requested that you report to him for the time being.
Remember him
Drake
from the
wouldn't
Klingon
say
plotline?
there's anything strange happening, although I wouldn't expect someone like him to admit to anything he didn't have to. But he did say there's a matter that requires your immediate attention. Perhaps if you assist him now, he'll be more forthcoming in the future. Patching you through to Drake now.
Okay. Oh. Okay. So yeah, I'm starting to see why they may have moved this out of early game stuff. It is pretty old, and it is showing some cracks. The reference to a sector block, for example. The world map used to be broken up into tiny blocks of 3 or 4 sectors. That when you reach the edge of each one, it would go to a load... Like, the edge of that block, you'd have to go through a load screen to get to the next one. At some point, they improved their servers enough that they could switch to having the whole quadrant load at once. And that bug there of it not automatically progressing, or of it not pausing the speech until I progress the screen. Okay. Still, if this arc is anything like what I remember, it's a good arc.
I have a job that requires your specific skills. I expect you to be efficient and discreet. Don't disappoint me.
I mean, I guess we could ask if he's Starfleet Intelligence.
Not exactly. I represent an organization devoted to protecting the Federation from all threats, internal and external. Some call us Section 31, and that is as good a name as any. Our methods of defense have been called extreme, even barbaric. But those who oppose us are simply being naive. Cling to your ideals all you want. Will they protect you from the Klingons? What about the Borg? Do you honestly think you can come to some sort of peaceful understanding with the Collective?
First off, you're an asshole. Shut up. Second of all, I really dislike the way the depiction of Section 31 has shifted. The idea of a villainous conspiracy within the Federation, within Starfleet specifically, that was very jingoistic, is a great one, and it was a great fit for DS9. They are. But later depictions that have made them kind of this quasi-official Wetworks bank thing that's an open secret, exactly, Fruit Bat. It's... Yeah, it just doesn't... They're basically now just the Federation CIA, and that's nowhere near as interesting as what they were in DS9.
Of course not. My organization understands the dangers, and we're prepared to face them. You have been identified as someone who can be of use. It would be unfortunate for both of us if that is not the case.
That would be my hair getting in my food, as it often does. And the fact that, like, there is a Section 31 uniform now in this, in Discovery, I don't know if there was one in Enterprise. Like, Sloane dressed like that because he was sneaking into Bashir's bedroom in the middle of the night. So he wore all black. An organization like Section 31 shouldn't have a uniform. That kind of gets in the way of the whole secret thing.
Until next time.
Anyway.
I always collect my debts. I provided Commander Talmera with assets and materials to assist you in your recent encounters with the Tal Shiar.
That is a
Now
thing.
it's your turn to assist me. We have reports of a True Wave fleet entering the neutral zone and picking a fight with the Klingons near the Donatu system. Having two of our enemies fight is good for the Federation, but I want to know why the True Way is so far out of their territory. Intercept them and deal with them. If you need to engage the Klingons as well, do so. A Starfleet task force has already been sent to the area. You'll need to join them in the Donatu system as soon as possible.
So, I think it's come up briefly before, but the True Way, after,
Until next time.
After the Dominion War and Cardassia getting all messed up, they shifted to a more democratic system of government, and the True Way are a terrorist organization made up of vestiges of the old military regime that want to restore it. They actually have a bigger fleet than Cardassia does, because of course they do. Hello? Are you gonna, like, activate the mission? There we go! Exactly! You get it, R. That's exactly how it should have gone. Multiple hostile contacts with Klingon and True Way. Klingons have been trying to take the system for months, but the True Way normally don't leave Cardassian space and have no reason to be here. Yeah, exactly. That was, fast. Oh, shit. What the absolute fuck? This shit came out of nowhere. Oh yeah, the True Way also uses some leftover Dominion tech. I'm about to die. Okay, so... flying directly between two fleets determined to destroy each other and me, not a great plan. In my defense,
Ship is under attack.
I did not go between them on purpose. I just kind of started there. This is more the way of it. Pick people off around the edges. Who's still fighting us? How are you disabled and yet the photonic ship you created... Okay, fine, whatever. So... No, that's not entirely true. The Tal Shiar isn't exactly a The Tal Shiar still has fleets of their own and personnel of their own and missions of their own. They're just proxies for the Elachi. Very closely allied with the Elachi. Alright, so we're gonna beam over to this Cardassian ship and find out what the hell is going on and why they're here. Cardassian security teams en route. Or so they say. And here they are. No? Okay. Oh. Holy crap! He bounced. Oh, there's still other people here. Okay, things are starting to get a little more heated in here. Let's get a little help. Alright. What do we got here? I guess there's a security force field blocking me? Somewhere? Okay. Probably if I'd gone on in a straight line, I would have hit the force field and been forced to double back here. So, cool. Maybe I subconsciously remembered that. Or not. Where am I actually supposed to, like, go? Is it here? No, this is where I just was, isn't it? I'm maybe it's through here. Maybe the force field wasn't here. Ah, here we go. Is it really necessary for you to stand right there, Tome? Are you guys still wearing your rebreathers? Am I still wearing my rebreather? No. Okay. Let's, if I put it on and off, does that make all of you take it off? Nope. You're just gonna keep wearing them, even the hologram who doesn't breathe. Never gonna get over that. I'll put them back on later if I need them. Because apparently y'all can't be trusted to keep them off your faces. What's this now? Okay, why is it still showing up on two of your faces? You know what? I'm just not gonna ask these questions. Y'all do what you want to do. Weirdos. Gee, I'm sure those were nothing to be worried about. Oh. Oh shit, let me fix that after this fight. You are correct. Did I just... Okay. Okay. Thank you, R. What? You mean the trio of floating blue figures that kind of drifted out of the room being attacked by Cardassians? No, I don't know what you mean. Sir, this Cardassian doesn't have any wounds on him, but my readings show he was dead before we entered this room. I recommend we find a medkit and perform an examination of the corpse. We need to know more about what happened to him. If he is attacked by those creatures, we need to be cautious. Any contact may be lethal. Why do we need... Alright, I'm just going to assume that solving medical mysteries on a Cardassian requires Cardassian specialized equipment that we don't have on us. I don't think it's the environments, Tovan. I really do not. Patient admitted with a plasma burn caused by an exploding EPS conduit, treated using a protoplacer. Suffered a neurological event similar or resembling a cerebrovascular incident. So he had a burn, was sedated, admitted, and then mysterious death. Oh, there. Broken bone. Pain in the treated leg. Elevated body temperature. And yet they kept getting worse. Something weird was happening on this ship, and it was killing people. Nausea and fatigue. Held for overnight observation, during which it worsened, and then they died. And then the whole ship went under quarantine. Well, that's uncomfortably relevant. And this is why the force fields are up around the bay beds. No organ damage, no signs of trauma or infection. Patient complained of pain and inability to concentrate. Treated with hydrocortisone and told to rest. Patient returned several hours later, saying that neither medication nor rest had helped. Given a larger dose, admitted for observation, fell unconscious and could not be revived. No signs of brain trauma or issues. Oh, this one has an actual corpse in it. I didn't see if the others did. Admitted with a laceration suffered while working in engineering. Closed using an auto suture. Released with instructions to refrain from active duty. Headache, elevated body temperature, and nausea. Oh, the wound site got infected. But then they died despite treatment. So whatever it was preferentially targeting people in a weakened state and killing them. Okay. Let's see. Let's try taking a sample. Radical decrease in neural energy, aka utter technobabble. All of the brain's activity was drained by an outside source. Wait, I know what this is. I swear to you, it wasn't me. But this was psychic vampires. This is exactly what that one attack of mine does to people. Was this ship invaded by Remans? Wait, what am I doing now? Ah, I'm searching the ship for energy signatures. There's a large concentration of triolic waves centered on the ship's bridge. Triolic waves are harmful to humanoids, so we will not be able to remain in the area for long. And the Cardassians would definitely not have done that to themselves, so yeah. And there's another fucking ghost. Fuck, that one actually startled me. So, Fruit Bat, you haven't played this game anymore. Any guesses as to what this might be?
Enemy target.
Okay, well, it seems to be back up enough to connect to the game. Yep. That is indeed what it is. Darn, I forgot you'd read those. There's the big one. Where? I mean, they're not hugely susceptible now. Hell, it barely got damaged by an orbital blast. Vidians normally can't be seen without a subspace force field tuned to an extremely sensitive phase discriminator. Oh, right. In the original episode, they weren't even visible without fancy stuff. Sure. Let's see, where would those log entries be? They would be up here.
Our mission goes well. The Axon has disabled or destroyed 7 enemy ships. I look forward to reporting our successes. The Chief Medical Officer is concerned about casualties. It is his job to be concerned. Mine is to operate this ship at peak efficiency. I have read his report about unexplained deaths and dismissed it. There is always an explanation. He simply hasn't looked hard enough for it. I cannot let his failings disrupt our mission. Gulma Dread is looking for men of purpose to assist him. He wants leaders with the will to use whatever means are necessary to free our people from Federation tyranny. If all goes well, after this campaign, I will be seen as one of those leaders.
Gulma Dread was the one that tortured Picard in that 1-2-parter. He's also the leader or one of the main leaders of the True Way in this game.
Repairs to the accident as expected. Running low on deuterium and warp fluids. Wish there was more time between battles to do more than patch critical systems. The time is the most precious commodity. 4 crew leaders. 1 died in battle with our forces, but 3 others died in accidents. I have spoken to the captain about launching an investigation. He sees nothing but his dreams of glory, return to conquest.
Alas, I don't think so.
May be affecting warp core efficiency. Must speak to Dryala to see if his sensor readings have turned up anything unusual. Letter from Maja arrived today. She and the children are well, but she worries about me. She wants me to leave the True return to Cardassia Prime. 6 months ago, I would have ignored her. And I see no end to this fight. Perhaps she is right.
I mean, okay, one of them is now dead, but props to STO for casually sticking a minor lesbian couple into their game like 9 years ago. That's... You know, Star Trek has never been very good on that front, and STO is probably the least bad Trek thing on that front, even though they do suffer from an unfortunate habit of killing half of most of the gay couples. There are enough of them that some of them survive.
Science Officer's Log, Stardate 86790.8. My duties on a combat mission are limited, but I was pleased today to have a chance to scan the approaching Griffin's Comet. The comet itself has not been a focus of much scientific inquiry, and it last passed through this sector in the late 23rd century. My scans, however, reveal surprising amounts of triolic wave energy emitting from the comet, as well as detectable amounts of chronoton particles. The triolic waves will unfortunately prevent a closer study of the comet. They are quite harmful to humanoid life forms, and the captain is loath to jeopardize our mission for my curiosity. I have requested the launch of a Class 1 probe. The chronotons are of even greater interest. They appear in instances of temporal disturbances, which could mean that this comet has been, or will be, in the presence of a temporal event. Time mechanics are so cumbersome. I must have more data. The captain has never had much interest in science. Perhaps I will remind him that chronoton particles are harmful against the aliens who live in the Bajoran wormhole. A potential weapon to use against the Bajorans' gods may be of enough interest to him to divert our course.
And that's it. We have discovered, as we found out in TNG, their habit is to target weakened and injured humanoids for food, and they like to hit areas where there's lots of dying happening already, so they go unnoticed. That's why they hit San Francisco in the middle of, I think it was a tuberculosis epidemic in the episode, and that's why they're at this battlefield now.
Are you sure you found no sign of the Cardassians attempting to open a portal, or otherwise bring the Davidians into our phase variants? This is troublesome. There are pieces to the puzzle I don't have yet. Let me do some digging and I will be in touch.
What's that do? Huh. See, that's pretty good. Most of the really powerful enemies in the game do proton and anti-proton damage, so taking extra damage from those is not a good trade-off for taking a little less from everything else and being a little dodgier. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the shield. Yeah, I really don't think that's... I mean... On the other hand, shields come and go. This is pretty unique. And it is an on-off switch. Yeah, your use of the word button makes me pause, because it is an on-off switch, and that could make it worth it if I'm fighting something that isn't proton-based. Say, 15-second buff. It doesn't say the cooldown.
Until next time.
Congratulations, Admiral.
I'll go ahead and use it. It's not like device space, is it? A massive premium. I do have devices I could equip, but I don't know. Ooh, we're getting close to explosive polarity shift. Explosion when reverse shield polarity ends. Reverse shield polarity, that power? No, that's rotate shield frequency. What's reverse shield polarity? Oh, is that one of my singularity powers? I think that's one of my singularity powers. No, maybe not. No, it's not a singularity power. The fuck is reverse shield polarity? It's a thing I don't even have. Great. Oh. Yeah. No, you're right, it is. I guess I could give it to one of my two scientists. I guess. Eh. Alright. I am going to finish my water, get a fresh one, get some other stuff, and then do the next mission. I'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. Let us do the next mission. Hang on a sec, let me just... Ooh. Hang on. We have a research scientist. No, development lab scientist will do though. Alright. Cool. And I just want to double check if there's any diplomacy here. No? Okay. And I don't care about anything else. Let's do the next bit, which I assume is going to come from Mr. Drake. And this one randomly isn't voiced. Needs our assistant with a delicate situation. An intelligence operative undercover at Drozana Station. 22 hours ago, this operative activated an emergency beacon. Zamara, is about to be discovered by the enemy or her life is in danger. So we need to go to Drozana, find her, and assist her. Take her to safety, but don't blow her cover. Pretend we're there for shore leave.
Until next time.
This mission right here is why this has to be set relatively early on for reasons that should become clear.
You're cleared for docking. We have everything you need for shore leave, and a few things that you didn't even know you wanted. Shopping, drinking, dining, entertainment. You'll find it all here. And don't
Actually, we've
forget
been
the
here before,
77th
haven't
rule
we?
of act-
Yeah! Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty, That's him, alright. The writers really... I think the writers, expected the player to think that Drake is cool, and everyone I've talked to just thinks he's an asshole. Let's see.
Get your Comet cocktails! 4.7% discount for the next 3 minutes. Welcome to Drozana Station, the home of the finest libations and pleasures this side of Rex. Care to hear about today's specials? Have you tried the Comet cocktail? It's out of this world. You've arrived at the right time. It's almost the day of the comet. Driffin's Comet is going to pass close enough to the station to frost the viewports. And this is the only place in the sector where you can celebrate in style. We've got Comet cocktails
That's a fair
in
point,
keepsake
R.
glasses, Comet trail mix, Comet ice cream cores in 47 flavors. So relax, enjoy the games, have a drink, and pick up some souvenirs for your crew. You'll probably want to send a few trinkets back home to let the folks know that you were at Drozana Station when the comet arrived.
Night of the Comet. That's the movie that he made me think of. Never actually seen it, but I'm aware that it exists. It's a horror comedy, I think.
Good
I wonder if that's a
deals and
reference.
good times. A crew from a Vulcan science vessel visited here a week ago, and they told me that Driffin's Comet has a wide elliptical orbit. The last time it was in this area was in 2262, and it won't be back again until 2556. And by then, I'm sure that this crazy war will be over, and Drosana Station will be the premier space entertainment venue in the entire galaxy. It looks like your standard ball of ice and rock to me, but the science geeks are all excited about it. They say it's giving off triolic energy and that it has a high variance of chronoton particles. Whatever that means. Me, I see opportunity. Starting now, Days of the Comet. Join in on all the fun for just a few credits. There's no better place for a good deal and a good time than Drosana Station.
So that tells us something
Good
very
deals
useful.
and good times.
The
You'll
comet
find it all on-
that the Cardassians were
Aren't we
studying
all?
is headed
Me?
here.
I want a leggy Vulcan with a liberal attitude toward interspecies relations. So, are you looking for someone in particular, or just some company? Oh yeah, I know Samara. Maybe she's been here recently, and maybe she hasn't. My memory is kind of hazy.
Okay, I imagine myself saying the second one, kind of like, perhaps we could come to some sort of arrangement, with a smile that shows my space vampire teeth. But then I remembered I'm a psychic space vampire, so I don't really have those teeth.
Yeah, I'm sure we can. In fact, I feel my memory clearing up already. I tell you what, I know you new Romulan types don't usually have 2 slips of latinum to rub together, but what you do have are skills and a willingness to get your hands dirty. That's what I need right now. Our replicators are on the fritz. Maybe it's a whole power system because the lights are going wonky too. But a little blue mood lighting isn't as big a problem for me as unfilled drink orders. Go to the cargo bay and get my replicators working. By the time you're done, I'm sure I will have remembered where I last saw Zamara.
You know, I've seen people question why somebody would bother go to a restaurant to use a replicator. But, I mean, people go to fast food places. And that's practically the same thing. It's processed and manufactured and so on. So, you know, why am I in my inventory again? Oh, yeah. Because of that comment about not having 2 slips of latinum to rub together or whatever it was he said. I have 6,650. I actually don't know what those are. Bars? Or strips of gold pressed latinum. I'm not sure which. Point is, I got them. Admiralty mission side effects, mostly. But sure, let's fix his replicators. Oh god, I remember this puzzle now. This puzzle is a gigantic pain in the ass. Replicators are offline due to diminished function of electroplasma distribution network. Power fluctuations. Power must be rerouted to relieve the strain. Yeah, that's plausible. But again, people go to fast food places. There is clearly a willingness to eat, to pay an upcharge to publicly eat, and have fetched for you at high speed once you get to the front of the line. Highly monotonous, samey food. Because, I mean, that's the whole point of big fast food chains is, oh, hey, they're exactly the same everywhere. Biggest problem repairing is the age of the system and the lack of maintenance. Station goes back to the mid-23rd century. Okay, that's a fair point, R. I also suspect that if people could just ask their microwave for actual food, McDonald's franchises would do even worse. Okay. And learn a bunch of shit. And yeah, this is an incredibly complicated thing where every one of these I scan gives me clues, and there's a big complicated logic puzzle to figure out the correct order, and every time I actually do the puzzle, I get it wrong in exactly the same way and get frustrated and look up the solution, so I'm gonna cut out the middleman. There we go. Okay. Gotta go scan a bunch of stuff. Okay. Oh yeah, it doesn't tell you what you've already... No, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to scan. Wait, does it just let me reroute them off the bat? Then why would I even bother scanning them? Okay, so the sequence is... replicators. Environmental controls. Gravity controls, defense grid, I don't know where that is, there it is, environmental controls again. Dude, are you just lurking there? Garlianto. Okay. And finally, replicators again. Okay.
Get your Comet cocktails! 4.7% discount for the next 3 minutes. Have you tried the Comet cocktail? It's out of this world. They are! And I am exceedingly pleased by your generous offer to repair them for no compensation. I can't let you go away empty-handed, though. How about I give you a 15% discount on drinks and souvenirs for an amount of time to be determined by management?
How about you tell me where to find Zamara?
Fine. A deal's a deal, right? Never let it be said that I'll cheat a valued customer like yourself. Personally, I don't know why you're so interested in her. She's a looker, but just try talking to her. She's more paranoid than an Obsidian Order agent in a room full of Tal Shiar. Zamara usually hangs out near the Dabo tables. keep an eye out for a looker wearing purple. You can't miss her.
Looker wearing purple, but I'm right here. Have I been Zamora this whole time? She's alright.
Be careful. They're watching. I'm not in the mood for a chat right now, thanks. Shh. Keep your voice down. I'm being watched. I've seen too many familiar faces in the crowd, and there are shadows, watchers in the dark. I see them out of the corner of my eye when they think I'm not looking, but I'm always looking. When the lights change, there they are. Watch yourself. They're everywhere. You weren't sent to help me. You were sent to watch me. Drake needs me to keep feeding information to Starfleet intelligence. The Klingons come here and they drink and they talk. It's amazing the bits of information you can pick up around a Dabo table. Everything, even the smallest detail, is important. Captain Gerard was in here last week. He ordered blood wine, an entire bottle of the 2309 vintage, to be exact. That business with the House of Torg must have upset him more than we knew. When Gerard's happy, he drinks Warnog.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair, Fruit Bat. The business with the House of Torg was the stuff from our, from when we did the Klingon plotline.
Watch yourself. They're everywhere.
Torg was on the High Council until he made a play to destroy the House of Martok. He was partially successful. Maven, son of Drex, is dead. The house has no heir unless Drex takes a new mate and fathers a new son. But Martok's widow is wise. Her son, Drex, was off fighting in the war, so Lady Sorella called in KDF officers to defend her house. They exposed Torg's treachery, and Jempok was forced to discommendate him. As to why that would make Gerard unhappy? Torg raised Gerard after his mother died. Now he is an outcast, and his house has fallen. Gerard cannot speak to him without losing his own honor.
And Gerard's in tough enough place as it is because he's the son of one of the Duras sisters. So he's already been connected
Watch
to a
yourself.
dishonored house.
They're everywhere. Find out who's watching me. I'm not safe here. The Klingons are looking for me. They know someone has been feeding intelligence to Starfleet. The ghosts are always watching. Their eyes are hungry. Yesterday, they surrounded a drunken Klingon. Now he's dead. They will find me when the blue light shines, and then I'll disappear.
I know what they are.
How could you know that? You may think you know. You may even have readings in your tricorder that you think are right, but you don't know. How could you know? I'm here every day. They watch me, and I watch them. No, they're everywhere. They're watching. You've been here too long. Someone will notice that we're together. Go do something else. Play Dabo. I'll contact you when I'm ready, when it's safe. What?
Okay. So... nice sunglasses. Is that a tattoo? Okay, somewhere around here is the trigger to play Dabo. I think. Maybe I have to talk to the nervous guy?
Can't you see I'm busy losing all my latinum? Can't you see I'm
Nope. Okay. How does one play the Dabo? Yeah. He's just having trouble Wait. I saw oh no, that's the nervous Ferengi. No, why won't it trigger?
Can't you see I'm busy losing? Can't you see Can't you see?
Grr. I don't know why it won't trigger. I'm like up against the table. Oh, god damn it. Why do they do shit like that?
Spin the wheel and win.
Hello? Are we gonna start a game? Here we go. Okay. No, I want Platinum. And doesn't really matter. This is a very poorly designed game from the casino's perspective, because on average, you make a profit.
Davo!
Although this time I did not.
Close enough. I couldn't wait for you to get that lucky. We would have been here all night. Psst. Zamara wants me to give you a message. She wants you to know, if you're interested in finding out what's really going on here at Drazana Station, you need to check out the lower levels. I have an access code for you that will get you past the security doors. If you want to talk with her again, I suggest you collect your winnings and catch her before she leaves.
So... Wait, that's not her. Right, that's the spy on the plans.
I'm not in the mood for a chat right now, thanks. You don't need to worry about me. I'm going to leave this place to the ghosts. They seem to belong here more than we do. I've booked passage on a ship. You don't need to know which one. Just tell Drake he'll keep getting his intel, one way or another. Good luck. You're going to need it.
Why are we still calling it the neutral zone when we're at war with the people on the other side of it? Anyway, sensor data for... well, we're kind of allied with the people on both sides of it and at war with both of them, but we're embedded in Starfleet right now, so... So yeah, the Comet is helping them enter this space. So we need to go consult with Deep Space K7.
So, do you...
Yeah, I did. I was asking why the game does stuff like that, not you. Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair point, Dar. So, my first time playing this, right? When I was doing my playthrough as the original Morrowind, that I was doing the in-game, like in-character Tumblr for, my method of taking notes for that was using the in-game log function at various breaks in missions. And yeah, that's fair, too, R. But on my, while I was doing that, I was in that bar area, and I was doing that, and all of a sudden, the lights go blue, and a freaking interdimensional vampire space ghost drifts through the table that I was standing by. And I legit, in real life, screamed. And that was my first, like, memorable moment of playing this game. There's some other stuff later in this that is also very memorable to me. The early parts of this, not so much. But later in this arc, in fact, I think possibly starting the mission after this one, good old K7. It is K7 that the Trouble with Tribbles happened at, right? Still an observation after all, or operation after all this time. Really? Huh. Who am I supposed to be talking to in here? Did I run past the person I'm supposed to be talking to? What's going on here? Oh! They're in here. Or probably up there. There we go.
How can I help you?
Dude! I love your facial tattoo? Pigmentation pattern?
I grew up on trading ships, making supply runs in the Bolian sector. It was exciting, but it was crazy too. I never knew where I was going to be, or if my parents were going to have enough latinum to keep the ship flying. Then there was that time with the Orion pirates, and let's just say it wasn't the best environment for a child. All I've ever wanted was stability. I used to envy the kids on the colony worlds we served. For a while, I even thought about becoming a farmer. I wanted to wake up at the same time every day, go to the same job every day, even eat the same food most days. I like working on a starbase. It has a little bit of unpredictability, but every night my quarters are there waiting for me, and they're always in the same place. Good luck, and stay safe. I have had dealings with him in the past. I think he's some sort of military strategist. He visits here from time to time, although Commander Wildman is never too thrilled to see him. He's always treated me well, though, so I don't have any reason to dislike him. Good luck, and stay safe. Mostly, he wants updates on our research projects. Last week, he was asking me all sorts of questions about the Synchronic Distortion prototype rifle. We work with prototypes of new equipment here. I'll bang on something for months to find out all of its advantages and problems before it's sent into the field to be used by Starfleet. Even then, it takes years or more of testing and iteration before something becomes standard fleet issue. And most equipment never makes it that far. There are hundreds of inventions that just don't work, or they don't work the way we want them to. Those failures are then broken down and their components are recycled. We have to keep everything secure. If the Romulans or the Klingons got their hands on what we are working on here, they could learn a lot about our technology.
Okay, I'm going to assume you mean the Empire.
Good luck, and stay safe. That was a complete disaster. The basic design came out of Memory Alpha, and it was intended to detect and damage cloaked opponents. Someone there got an idea that the Romulans were developing personal cloaking devices, even though the power needs of something like that would be incredible. I recommended against sending it to field testing, but it went anyway. The crew on the USS DeWitt had some luck in modifying one for use as a hand weapon, but their prototype was destroyed when the ship was lost in the neutral zone. I hadn't thought about it again until Drake asked about it. Good luck, and stay safe. So that explains why Drake was interested in the prototype. It was a complete failure at detecting polarization cloaks, but if I added a phase modulator and reversed the polarity, these modifications should be no problem. And when I'm done, this beam will pack quite a punch against phase-shifted Davidians. I'll forward the weapon on to Drake as soon as I'm done. Be careful. The Davidians won't stop. I'm afraid we'll have to be ready to fight. Good luck.
We've done what we can for Zamara. We have the information we need, and Lieutenant Kleppo is developing a weapon against them. So yeah, we're about done here. Maybe? I don't know. Nothing about that in the wiki. Anyway, let's get the heck out of here. There was an old mission that it showed up in. One of the removed Klingon War missions, I believe.
Good work. Zamara may think she has slipped my noose, but I always have ways of keeping tabs on her. I take special care to know all about people in whom I have an interest. But you already know that, don't you? The ghosts that Zamara mentioned concern me, however. You already encountered Davidians once. It's likely they're on Drozana Station as well. And I won't let them use Federation citizens as food. Lieutenant Kleppo has completed work on the Synchronic Distortion prototype rifle. It should help you when you're ready to enter the lower levels of Drozana. Drake out.
It was the ship we captured in the Klingon plotline. So first, we've got this shit-tacular gun, even given its extra stuff against these guys. The same thing we've already got, and a worker. Excuse me. Well, that's got resale value at least.
Until next time. It's clear the Davidians are more of a problem than we initially thought. We know they're in the neutral zone. Now we know they're on Drozana Station as well, and according to Zamara, there have already been deaths there. In addition, she indicated that the lower levels of the station were a trouble spot. Those levels aren't used as part of the club there, and they haven't been maintained for years, and Ferengi are, of course, quite reticent to put any effort into maintenance that isn't absolutely necessary. That means we don't really know what's down there. Zamara's code should get you access. Take a lift down and check it out. Previous Starfleet encounters with Davidians have indicated that they will create nests around the temporal portals they use, so keep an eye out for anomalies. If we find the portal, we'll know where and when the Davidians are feeding. Oh, and I expect it to be messy down there. Don't forget to take an emergency beacon.
So, huh.
Until next time.
Yeah, that is a Ghostbusters reference, isn't it? Anyway, where's the stupid gun? Where'd it go? Well, that's quite a bit better than what she's got on right now, but that's not the gun I'm trying to find. Oh, right. Duh. Well, whatever. Anyway, that thing had 30 DPS. Nobody is anywhere near that load that I actually use on the ground. I think Liesa was the lowest at 93. Possibly. No, the Mark 1s are not... They're equipped on people that I don't use. I'm virtually certain. Oh, apparently... Where'd that come from? Did I get joined by someone since the last time Yes, I did. So that's where that came from. Alright, so I do have at least one Merc 1 that I could dump. Well, there's places to do that on Drozana. I've been selling old guns.
Welcome to Drozana.
I've been selling stuff every couple play sessions. Oops. Let's see. When did I pick that up? And what model of engineering kit am I currently using? An 11. Okay, good. So I definitely don't need a 6. That might actually be better than my... what I have on some of my people. Where'd it go? Oh, it's right here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, this is better. A little bit of a drop in exchange for a massive increase. Yeah, okay. What is that? Oh yeah, no. Improved singularity charge rate all the way. The fuck does that do? Yes? The hell? Where did that come from and why didn't I already have it equipped? Let's see. So it's a slight drop in other stuff in exchange for antiproton, proton, and a defense rating. Yeah. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll drop those because they're... Why am I not using that instead of my current gun? Oh, because my current gun is way better than that. Oh, right, it's showing... Oh, that's so annoying. Okay. Did I accidentally sell something that I shouldn't have? Nope, okay. Happy now, R? Let's go do this mission. Yeah. Temporal fluctuations and triolic energy in these levels of the station. Staying down here for long could be hazardous. We also won't be able to contact the ship or get a transporter lock for an emergency beam out. Reach maintenance lift and head down. Oh, that helps some. And this has more of them. And now we've all got them thanks to that box. Sweet. Something's behind the door to our left. He didn't even die from the Davidians. He died from the triolic waves being exposed to them too long. He died just from what allows them to be here. Okay. Dead end. So anyway, yeah, welcome to STO Does Survival Horror. Here's what made those webs. You're not wrong, R. You're not wrong. I don't know, maybe the Ferengi took some decorating tips from the Druge? I mean, the Druge took a lot of tips from the Ferengi. So there's no... Oh! I'm an engineer. I can just fix the door. Sweet. Alright, who threw the grenade at the spiders? Is that really necessary? So, Von Kev, did you just drop kick a ghost? Jesus, that's bright. They are indeed getting more aggressive. Oh, the synchronic proton rifle we didn't take? Why would someone up down the lift is a very good question. And then it took us to the wrong level. Yeah. Yeah, no, it is definitely a Ghostbuster reference, R. They knew what they were making here. The lift is stuck, so we have to do stuff on this floor to repair it. They locked the door with an encryption key that's a kiloquad long. That is 4 to the 1,000th digits long? 4 to the 1,000th possibilities? That's quite a few. And we can't get through to the chip.
Log entry supplemental. The strange power fluctuations are related to the problems in the power subsystems on the upper decks. So I'm looking into the possibility of feedback damage or spikes in the environmental systems. It could take some time to find the problem and make repairs, though. Particularly if I need to use the replicators to create replacement components. Balan is loath to allow use of the replicators for anything more than blood wine and Gramillion sandpeas. This is dirty, uncomfortable, and thoroughly disagreeable work. Naturally, as soon as the job involves mucking around in the recycled atmosphere and waste processing, I get the short straw.
This mission, for the record, is the part that I found so memorable. Is that all of them?
Please, you have to help me. I came down here to check on one of the atmosphere regulators, and someone shot me. I'm not sure. I didn't get a good look. He was so fast. Please, you have to find a way to open this door and get me out of here. Oh, Prophet, no! He's back! No! Ah!
Multiple murdered with phaser. Great, now we've got a locked room mystery inside a ghost story. And the ghosts don't use phasers.
Log entry supplemental. I've upgraded a few of the components on this level, including remote overrides for bleed valves on environment controls, hollow emitters to expedite further repairs, and security overrides in case of emergency. I'm starting to suspect that the low-level radiation I've detected on these decks has affected the station inhabitants, and that some are showing signs of transient acute schizophrenia and paranoia. I'll have to maintain contact silence for now, so that they don't interfere while I'm trying to repair the systems. Once I've corrected the problems causing the radiation leaks, we can deal with the symptoms. Log entry supplemental. My work here will take far longer than I originally anticipated. Fortunately, I've engaged a safety interlock on the maintenance lift, so no one will come down here without me knowing about it. I found several program errors that have purged the affected subroutines. The work is much easier now. Soon, everything will be under control.
Yes, I quite like it too. Also, I like that this voice actor very clearly went to the Mark Hamill school of hammy villainy. Which, I mean, Mark Hamill is the best Joker ever. But that's a pretty hammy role. And now you dropkick a spider. Have you no shame, sir? I should rename this series
Log entry supplemental. I've upgraded.
This one we already saw? Yeah, this is one we already saw. This whole thing is really about, like... Oh, man. They were, like, seated at the controls. One of my playthrough... Fuck! They're all around me. I don't remember if it was this mission or another one. But I definitely had a mission, one of these, where I walked into a room and it was like a conference table, and the ghosts were seated around the table and they disappeared as soon as I entered. That was a cute one. Excuse me. Fair enough, Ark. I'm actually going to need a quick break to get some more water. Be right back. Look, if engineering officers could dropkick, I might try it. I return. Okay. This is the room we were already in, isn't it? This is the room that had the corpse in it, isn't it? Yep. Let's try going.
Barneykin, Barneykin, I see you. Barneykin, Barneykin, what will you do?
The Vidians aren't the only ghosts here. They are not the only ghosts.
Barneykin, Barneykin, dress on red. Barneykin, Barneykin, soon you'll be dead.
Oh, well, that kind of gave it away, didn't it?
They sent you, didn't they? My little bummykin, to halt my work. Shade my program. You'll not survive to perform such trick deeds. Oh no, my pretty bummykin.
Somebody gonna, like, heal me? No? Oh, they took out Siddiq, the bastards. Where's my mouse pointer? Sweet. Let's find Siddiq. Where'd he go? I'm getting farther away from it. Here's Tovan. Now where the fuck's Siddiq? He should be right here. But where? That's getting farther away again. Oh shit, that was his mobile emitter right there. Get him up. Okay. Hell. Okay. Did they finish the fight while I was busy dealing with all that? Nope. Is up. Tome doesn't appear to be rebooting like she's supposed to. Siddiq? Did you die again? Where'd you go? Damn it, Siddiq, you are so hard to find when you're down. Nope. They got us that time. So, yeah. Honestly, the potential of holograms for ghost story-like stuff in the Star Trek setting is very high.
Log entry supplemental. The strange power fluctuations are related to the problems in the power subsystems on the upper decks. So I'm looking into the possibility of feedback damage or spikes in the environmental systems. It could take some time to find the problem and make repairs, though. Particularly if I need to use the replicators to create replacement components.
Right, I read this one.
Is loath to
As I stated back in the Cardassian mission, neural energy is technobabble bullshit. Along the lines of, like, life force. Yeah, that is a good point. He was trying to spread. Alright, we are now on the computer core level. Where we believe the Davidian nest to be. Star Trek just really wants to have psychic vampires. So... and psychic stuff in general. So they technobabble some bullshit to justify it. What is going on with my mouse? I will never get over the weirdness of healing grenades. Now got access to the computer core. Yeah, that's true. Two exits, both along the same wall. Head toward the core using the southernmost door on the east wall. Follow the hallway, then turn left to go down the right. Southernmost door on the east wall, which is the one I'm on. This guy's in a TOS uniform. How long has it been since anybody maintained these levels? Oh, right. Davidians love weird time travel shenanigans. Seriously? Okay. That legit freaked me a little. That's a very large number of Davidians to be fighting. Great, there was actually something in this room. Tell me that's not it. Wait. Oh no, that was this scannable gassiness. And nothing else. Swell. So that room was pointless. Oh! Huh, that's a good point. I always assumed they were left by the hologram. Might work. Do some sciencey stuff to help us against them. Excuse me. Where's my water bottle? Alright, what did we do? Oh, we did something to disrupt them. I think that weakens the ones we have to fight down there. I'm not actually sure. I'm not sure I've ever not done it to compare. Also handy. What's gonna attack me? Spiders. That's what's gonna attack me. Way less bad. Fucking ghosts. This whole level benefits really well from the lighting upgrade they did a couple years ago. I remember it looking nowhere near this good. What are you shooting at now? What the fuck was that? That's acidic. Okay. Where is whatever you're shooting at? I can't see. Oh shit, it's right in the middle of us! Davidian's time portal heads back to the 23rd century. They're telling how much trouble they may be causing the past, but the technology to detect them is non-existent. Once we get readings on the portal... Yeah, probably. Certainly that's how it worked for the walkers. Once we get back to the portal, taking back to Deep Space K7. The facilities are more extensive than on our ship. They might be able to help us find a way to shut it down. Okay. Right, there it is. Alright, back to K7. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Welcome to Josana.
Shut up. Everything is so... I don't know, everything looks weird after that, after the lighting in that mission. Okay. Ah, right. Computers. Oh shit, that guy's from the novels. $22.65.
Now that we know the Davidians have a portal to the past and approximately where they are focusing their attention, I see no other choice than to
that's a
send
good
you
point,
and your
R.
crew back there to stop them before they kill again. I'll be honest, time travel is a tool. At times, it is a useful one. I know Starfleet has hundreds of regulations about temporal incursions, but my job is to preserve the Federation, not make Admiral Quinn and the rest of the suits at Starfleet Command happy. If we break a few rules along the way, so be it. I need to make some preparations before you can proceed. I will contact you when the time is right. Drake out.
It gives me a choice, but
Until
I can only
next
choose
time.
one thing. I remember the Triolic Pattern Enhancer being kinda handy. Oh, yeah. It's the same thing as we got for the ship. But proton weapons are really rare on the ground, so... Woot. Excuse me. Onward! I'll be right back. I'm just really snacky tonight. Anyway. No. And leave.
Obviously, the Davidians have found a way to harness this surge of triolic energy. The existence of the Davidian portal means they're traveling freely between the station in the present and in the past. Since 23rd century technology can't detect the Davidian phase shift, that time period is rife with potential victims. The only choice now is to stop the incursion at the source. You'll have to take that portal into the past and find out how the Davidians are creating this new surge of triolic energy. Stop them and find a way back without altering the timeline. Don't worry about temporal investigations. I'll pull a few strings. They'll never know you were gone. Best to keep your team small just in case. Until next time.
God, our ship is pretty.
Welcome to Josana.
I mean, yeah. They wouldn't be a very effective evil conspiracy if they didn't have ties to the actually kind of cool secret spy organization. Okay. Actually, this is a pretty good set. We got an engineer, a tactical, and a doctor. Works for me. What's weird is, in the 2000s and 2010s and now, Section 31 is depicted as, you know, cool, dark, 90s anti-hero types. And in the actual 90s, they were depicted as the assholes that 90s anti-heroes actually are. Oh, right. By properly modulated energy pulse, they mean shoot at it. Right? No? Oh, yes. We do have a guy who can drop kick with Kirk. And I can do rolls with him. It just occurred to me that rolling with Kirk probably has other connotations. 60s Kirk? 60s William Shatner? With Kirk's personality? Yeah, I probably wouldn't say no. Probably. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. Don't break the timeline. Try to find the right parts, put together a subspace field emitter, and use that to try to drive off... Oh, and use that to figure out what the Davidians are up to. Anyway, yeah. This is indeed TOS set design, and, yeah. This is indeed a suboptimal place for a Romulan in Arena. On the other hand, it's 2265. They don't know what Romulans look like yet. For all they know, I'm a Vulcan with a skin condition. In fact, yes, that is our cover stories. Tovan, you're a Vulcan, and I'm an albino Vulcan. We good? Let's go. I love how the exact same areas have such a different feel when you see them, well, like this. I'm pretty sure that's not how I was supposed to do this, but whatever. Anything? Nothing? Alright. I mean, that is the challenging part about impersonating a Vulcan. Station's on medical alert. Oh god, this is getting too real again. Non-essential personnel are confined to quarters and the computer core is locked down. Okay. That's a very TOS solution, to be honest. We're going to overload the computer with a geometry problem. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, so those are both working. Oh, right. That's the puzzle. Do I have to go up here for something? Maybe not. Maybe. I just have to hit this. That turned it back off. No, wait. What I want is one more. That'll... Oh yeah. Absolutely. Romulans are very good at not showing what they're thinking, as a general rule. There should be something somewhere that lets me control... Let us see, control bank 3. But where? Okay, it's not up here. That much is clear. I'm sad that this mission doesn't have the grainy TOS. Oh, here it is. Grainy TOS effect that the TOS character missions do, but this is a good few years older than those. Here we go. Now we've got all 3. Yeah, honestly, the Romulans are better at controlling their emotions than the Vulcans are. They kind of have to be. You don't see Romulans every 7 years going into fuck or kill mode. That's because Romulans actually, like, deal with their emotions. Oh god. I. Fuck. I'm
The lift shouldn't have
lost.
let you come down to this level. How did you get here?
I was stuck on the lift.
You should have used the intercom to call for assistance. It's not safe to move about the station during a medical alert.
Yeah, I'll get
Follow
right back
me.
up there.
I'm going to call security for an escort.
What if I'm contagious?
I guess you're right. Look, just go up to the maintenance lift, get to the emergency medical center as soon as possible, and get checked out. There's a doctor up there who has set up a triage center for the affected patients.
Okay. What's in here? Sweet, that's one of the items we were looking for. So where's this patrol? Oh. That's what you get for not turning around, guys. You get locked in the room. Okay, what's this? No, why would I lock myself in? Come on now. Oh, neat. That is very cool, Arlari. I did not know that. Sorry. No choice. Improper access may cause injury and/or death. Alright. Disable all power taps. Discharge static electricity. Unlock safety cage. Unclamp. Data lead. There we go. Got what we needed. That's another patrol, isn't it? Are they here or are they above us? I think they're above us. Yeah, that sounds about right, R. Yep, they found us. Okay, door is locked. That doesn't help me in any way. Whoa! How many of these guys are powerful? Where are my people? Why are you hanging back, you morons? I guess you're dead. Or stunned, or something. Presumably we're stunning people. Don't wanna, you know, fuck up the timeline any worse than we already are.
Hold it right there!
No. Holy fuck. People in the past were not messing around. Oh. Okay. Thank you, Fruit Bat. Okay. Now we can take the lift. I like how some people get stunned standing up. Oh. That was the alternate way I could have gotten through. Oops. Bring the substation district sensor array, and we can pinpoint what the Davidians are doing. I guess he's not doing so great. And there's the doctor. here on shore leave. Oops. Illness, blue flashes, ghost stories. He has no idea what it is. It's not almost. Also, game, don't think I don't see what you're doing with naming the Cardassian ship the Axon. All right. So we need to investigate the neural activities so that he can devise a way to help them. So it's 10 high. Sodium levels elevated. Sodium potassium gates damaged. Hers is also similarly high. Okay. Okay, so we want to boost it like 10 or 15? Actually, I don't know anymore. Fuck. Fuck, I fucked this up. Oh god, I just killed them all, didn't I? Yeah, apparently. Okay, negative 70 plus 30. Sodium exterior, potassium both. Negative 70 plus 30. Sodium exterior, potassium both. That worked. Now we need to get it to the station commander. Is that Franklin fucking Drake? Maybe it's an ancestor. Okay, that's not how we get in there. Aha! Yeah, this game is generally pretty good about not putting you in unwinnable situations because you screwed something up. So yeah, we confirmed they're using the Comet, this being the last time it was in the vicinity of the station. With the goal of moving the entire station and possibly the sector out of phase so they can eat everyone here. We have to find some way to destroy Driffin's Comet. So we can use auxiliary reactor and a thingy and technobabble our way back home, but then we need to find a way to get back here with a ship. Do you? Alright, traveling through Gideon could cause radiation poisoning. Normally we just use hyaluronolin to flush it out, but our medical supplies aren't protected against phase shifting. So our supply is irradiated already. We need large doses. So we need McCoy. Is the fight still going on? And if so, where and with whom? There's no more enemies, guys. It's okay. What is damaging you and what are you fighting? That was weird. I have a friend who could use some hyaluronolin. Oh, is that what was happening? Hang on.
So Driffin's Comet is the source of the triolic radiation. That explains a lot. However, we cannot simply destroy it in our time.
No.
The Davidians have the means to go back to the 23rd century and harness its energy there. However, that will be their only other chance. Before that, there's no Drozana Station, so there's no place that will be close enough to the Comet's trajectory to be of use to them. The only logical solution is to alter the past. Destroy the comet there and save the Federation. As it happens, I have access to a way to transport your ship back to the 23rd century. It's risky, but I think the odds are in your favor. And if they aren't, there's always time for another try. I'll make the arrangements. Stay in touch. Drake out. Until next time.
So that's the blue phaser array, but I am certain it's not as good as the stuff I've already got. So, let's get out of here. And I mean, it's getting a little late, but the next mission is the end of the arc, so let's go ahead and do it. Night of the Comet. Okay.
Until next time.
So how are we going to send our whole ship back into the past? Yeah, I do have a plasma console. So, doubly pointless. Huh. Redacted. No, no they do not. What I believe is that they holographically disguise you as an old Klingon ship. We're gonna attempt a slingshot. So yes, Section 31, he just said Section 31 uses time travel sometimes, which is just, dear God. We will appear to be a Klingon D7, but still have 25th century. See? Firepower. And this is really freaking hard, I remember. Like, it starts out really easy. But you get faster with each ring. And harder to control. And then you miss one, and that's it. You fucked up. Try it again. actually gonna make it this time? Holy crap, I've never actually succeeded at doing that before. Eventually, if you fail enough times, they take pity on you and autopilot you through it.
Attention, unidentified ship. I am Commodore Jacob Ross, in command of the USS Reuben James. We have been searching for a Klingon vessel reported to have attacked a colony in the Gliese system. You fit the description of the ship we are looking for. Unless you can prove you are not, we will take immediate action.
Oh dear God. Yep, gonna have to. Seriously, poor people. You took on so much more than you know.
To any ships in range, please, we need help. I don't know what these things are, but they're all over the station. They're killing people. Please, you have to help us.
Something like that, I think. But first we have to deal with the station. I really like my ragtag band of ne'er-do-wells. That is my party. No, I think you're... I know later you do have to destroy the comet. Yep. We are overrun with Davidians. Starting with right frickin' here. Up here? No? Okay. Wait, are y'all shooting at us too? What the fuck, dude? We're here to help. Okay, I gotta do it. When else will I get a chance to do this? That's not what I meant to do. That's what I meant to do. Don't you have the same face as the captain? Alright. You okay? You okay? I love your boots. I've got the same ones in purple! That was the wrong button. Okay. You're all okay? We're moving on. Is that blue or white? White. Oh, we already took this. Took care of this room. So I think that just leaves here.
Not attempt to stop us. We hunger. We must leave. Leave immediately, or I will amplify the time distortion and destroy this station. You will not survive.
Hey, those things are holed up in the lounge, and they've got some of my customers in there with them. The door is barricaded, but a few hits with a phaser should take care of that. Get my people out of there!
All right, Mr. Bartender Man. No? Oh, it's up. How the heck do I get up? No. Yeah. I've noticed a few other cases in the game like that. They have not historically done a stellar job of, oh, maybe I just have to go up here. No. They have not historically done a stellar job of, getting the text exactly right. I mean, it is a lot of text. I get it. Mistakes creep in here and there. Okay, how the hell do I get up there? Oh, right. He told me to shoot the door. I'm just a moron. Else to shoot at? Are you guys shooting? Oh wait, no, there are people here. Wait, is that the rest of my party? Where'd y'all come from? I thought we went back. Oh wait, no, we did come down with everyone. That was the other mission. Okay, so the portals are letting other Davidians come through. So we need to stop that. At least they come through pretty weak. Okay, that's it for portals. Now we can just kill the dude. Yay, we saved the hostages. So remember way back when we did the TOS thing, and Scott mentioned having met us before? That occurred in a few years after this. This is what he was referring to. If we had continued the game with that character, we would have met him again for us, the first time for him, here.
Thanks for the help, friend. What were those things? That spirit snuck up on me. I noticed a spike in trialic energy, and I was working to adjust the station's shields to compensate. I went to fetch a hyperspanner, and I was attacked. If you help me, I can finish my repairs before the trialic energy reaches lethal levels.
That is very possible, R.
By the way, you can call me Scotty.
Wait. Why is that not working? A Vulcan ship. You haven't heard of it. Okay, hang on. I need to... That's gonna get really annoying really fast, so why the fuck do I not have a walk keybind? That's better. Where the fuck did he go? There he is.
Just as I suspected, the trialic energy is increasing. We'll be cooked like a haggis if we don't do something about it. There is a wee store on this station. The lass who runs it, Cassidy, said they might be getting a supply of the new quantum flux regulators. The Mark II versions. If we had one of those regulators, I could modify the flux coordinating sensors and use them to modulate the shields protecting the station. That would buy us some time. Go find Cassidy. She'll know where they are.
Yeah, I thought so too. Was that not as this character?
What were those things? They were floating, and one looked at me, and I felt so weak. And then it lifted me up, and oh, it was horrible. Oh, are you looking for something from the store? A quantum what? I'm sorry. I'm just too scared right now to think about selling anything. I'm closing down until I get my wits about me. Maybe it would be best if I packed up and went back to Sherman's planet. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Maybe a nerve tonic would soothe me. A nice stiff one, you know. Can you get one for me?
Who do you think you are? First the lights go all strange, then these weird creatures show up, and worst of all, you're here picking fights with my best customers. Look at dear, brave, handsome Captain McQueen here. He could have been killed. You should be ashamed of yourself. Nerve tonics. How can I think about nerve tonics when my sweet Captain McQueen is injured? Well, if you want to know about any sort of exotic beverage, go ask that drunken Scotsman. Lieutenant Commander Scott. He knows more about alcohol than anyone I've ever met. While you do that, I'm going to make my sweet prince all better.
You do that. Alright, Scott was back here, right? Nope. Here. Maybe it was the KDF character.
Did you get the quantum flux regulator? Nerve tonics. You don't look like you need one of those. These wee beasties are troublesome, but they're not as bad as a ship full of angry Romulans. Now, I've been known to enjoy an occasional nip of Scotch whiskey. That's the only nerve tonic you'll ever need. Why do you need to know about them? Oh, for Cassidy. Now that makes sense. She's a bonny lass, that Cassidy, and more than willing to spend a little time with a right Starfleet officer, if you know what I mean. But she hasn't got a stomach for fighting. Is she alright? I hate for anything to happen to her. Glad to hear it. Sounds like she needs something to take a wee bit of the edge off. And that happens to be one
right
of my
on the heels of the survival horror segment.
Transporter
It's an
technology
odd
and
place
warp
for an
field
equivalent
mechanics. Cassidy's been meeting me every evening in the bar for a spot of cheer, but I've never seen her order a nerve tonic. Perhaps if I told you what she likes, you'll be able to figure out the right mix. The bartender will help you. I've seen Cassidy order these drinks. Cassidy didn't like the salty taste of the Albion brandy, but she really enjoyed the fact that it was garnished with a drop of honey that floated on the top of the drink. Bah, garnish is getting in the way of a fine beverage, if you ask me. Can you imagine putting a wee piece of pineapple in a glass of 20-year-old single malt? It's preposterous. I've seen Cassidy order these drinks. The only time I saw Cassidy ordering blood wine was when she was feeling under the weather. Poor lass. She liked that it was served warm, but she hated those blasted heavy metal mugs the Klingons use. And the potency of it was a bit much for her to handle.
Not too strong.
A girl like Cassidy needs something with a little less kick.
Warm, not too strong, honey.
I've seen Cassidy order these drinks. Soleil brought Cassidy a Denevian mead a few nights ago. Ugh, terribly sweet stuff. Like drinking syrup. Cassidy didn't like the cloying sweetness, and the wee bird broke out into highs because she was allergic to the fruit garnish. I'm not ordering any of that stuff again. I've seen Cassidy order these. Cassie and I got into a drinking contest with a Klingon one night, and we ended up drinking fire wine. It's not as good as Scotch, mind you, but it's better than drinking warp core coolant. The next morning, after she picked herself up off the floor, Cassidy told me that the fire wine was so spicy that she was afraid it had eaten a hole through her stomach. I had to send her to see Bones for a checkup. Also, she said that drinking from those shallow bowls made her feel like someone's pet targ. I've seen Cassidy order the martinis aren't my cup of tea, as it were, but Cassidy seems to like them. She appreciates that a martini should be served as cold as possible, but since she nurses her drinks, the cold tends to dissipate, and she doesn't get the full effect. She's quite fond of those fancy stem glasses, though. I've seen Cassidy order these drinks. Cassidy really likes her Sumerian sunsets, mostly because of the sour taste. She hates that the drink is so weak, and has been trying to convince the bartender to add garnish to it, to make the happy feeling last longer. But he won't, because then it wouldn't be a Sumerian sunset. Me, I say a drink is a drink. If the lady wants a garnish, give her one. I've seen Cassidy order these drinks. Cassidy really likes the little pick-me-up of a drop of Skagarian whiskey. But she doesn't like the wee shot glasses, or the silly paper umbrellas. Who ever heard of putting a wee paper umbrella in a glass of whiskey? It's sacrilege. If I ever go to Skagara, I'm going to give them a piece of my mind. I've seen Cassidy order these drinks.
I think I got what I needed.
What can I get you? I'll need some more details before I can make a drink for you. If you need help figuring out what combination of ingredients you want,
she wanted
what kind
hot,
of flavor profile are you? How strong
sour,
do you want this drink to be?
a little pick-me-up,
How would you like this drink to be served?
stemmed
And
glass,
last but certainly not least,
drop of
this
honey.
should be all the info I need. I'll put the drink on the bar.
Yeah, but that's cheating.
Do you have a drink for me? Oh, I love warm drinks. They're so relaxing. Oh, there's a lovely sour note to this drink. I feel so refreshed. Oh, there's just enough oomph to this drink to make it really stick with ya. I like that. Oh, I love the style of this glass. It accentuates the flavor of the ingredients. Honey! No, not you. The drink. Oh, that little bit of sweetness is just perfect. It adds the most delightful note to each sip. Ah, that is marvelous. Oh, I'm feeling much better now, thank you. Alrighty, what tool was it you needed? Oh, a quantum flux regulator Mark II. I have one of those right here. Please, take it as a thank you.
I adore your dress. That is amazing. Why can't I get one? And of course the awesome boots, but I got those. Wait, which way is Scotty? Over here.
The right tool for the right job. I'll start making the adjustments, but I don't know if I've got enough time. You can't change the laws of physics.
No, that's
The
not
trial
how you
of
say
energy
the
levels keep
line.
rising, and sent to the show, the blasted comet is to blame. Modulating the shields is not going to be enough. Something needs to be done about that comet if we're going to live to see the morning.
Alright, we gotta do something about the comet.
A ship from the house of Duras! I am Captain Bavot, son of Warot, and leader of my house. My brother died due to Duras' treachery. I will avenge his death with the destruction of 100 Dura ships! Prepare to die!
We do indeed know that Captain Babat survives this day, given that he was the main villain of the Federation Klingon War arc. Also, I like that they made him look like a TOS Klingon. So moving the comic didn't work. Nope, Babat is actually meant to be that old. Okay, fine, I'll fight the stupid Klingons. You know what? Give me some help with these guys. Don't ask me how the pirates are here. I don't know either. Why can I not? Oh, because they're disabled. God damn it. closest driven sonic fragment. It's that one. managed to get out of their range again? The problem with cloaking is if they've already got me targeted, I mean, it would have been a good idea that one time when I was out of their range and moving into their range to attack the common shard. You are 100% correct. But the other times when they already had me targeted and were firing tons of weapons at me, cloaking would probably have just gotten me killed. At least I'm much, much faster than them. Okay. There's a temporal anomaly forming inside the Deshayera.
If you are receiving this message, then you and your crew have completed your mission. Driffin's comet is destroyed, and the Davidians are no longer a threat to the Federation. You've done well. And to prove that I'm not the immoral monster that some make me out to be, I'm going to help you. When you last docked at Deep Space K7, I had some modifications made to your vessel. One of those is the addition of a Borg temporal node salvaged from a cube in the Batron cluster. It's set to return you to our time. Congratulations on
Why
the
didn't
job
we use
well
that to go
done.
back?
Drake out. Excellent work. I knew I could count on you. The disappearance of Driffin's comet in the 23rd century will be a scientific curiosity. I have taken steps to suppress information that might reveal our involvement, and I trust that you and your crew will refrain from telling stories about what happened here. After all, we're getting along
Right?
so well. One thing I hope you'll take away from all this is that
Drake
any
is such an
opinion
asshole.
you may have of the immorality of so-called rogue elements like Section 31 is a bit naive.
No, it's not.
Contrary to popular opinion among some Starfleet officers, we do not spend our days plotting evil and committing random acts of villainy like characters.
Says the
in
guy who
Bad
secretly
Hologram.
planted Borg
We
technology
protect
on my
the
ship.
Federation from threats. Thanks to you, the Davidians are no longer on that list. If you think about it, everything we do is to preserve the freedoms you so enjoy. You should be grateful. Drake out.
I'm from the Romulan Republic, and I do not believe for a second you would hesitate to do something that enslaved the entire Romulan Republic to further your goals. Yeah, yeah. Pretty much. Okay.
Until next time.
Well, that's the end of that arc. I like that one. I mean, yelling at Drake is kind of fun. But him as the mission giver aside, it's a fun arc. And I think the survival horror mission in particular does a really good job of taking what was frankly a really sad and pathetic attempt at a TNG villain and making them feel genuinely menacing. Yeah, they are. So I like that. And it's an example of one of the things, a minor example to be sure, of one of the things this game does really well, which is taking something that had potential as an idea, but wasn't executed so well in the shows, and finding other things to do with it. That's just one example. There are a lot others later in the game. But yeah, that's that arc. Next time, we will resume playing with Morrowind briefly to do the Federation-specific part of the Romulan mystery arc. And then we'll be back to this character and just proceed with the game from there. For pretty much the entire rest of it, there is one spot where I'll actually be making a new character and playing as them. But that'll come when that comes. Until then, yeah, I will see y'all next time. Hope you had fun. I did. Bye.